Thank you, Teresa. Yes. People here will like take cat. This is not the place where you want to. There's an end shot.
So how's Joanna?
She's fine. Yeah, we talked. She's fine. Everybody has colds, of course. It's gonna be 90 today.
Wow. It's like a summer cold, they're the worst. It's like a summer cold, they're the worst.
Right. So they had storms yesterday and it's supposed to be humid and 90 today. So, well, it's cloudy and 70.
It rained yesterday morning.
Yeah, a few drops or rain.
Not heavy.
I also think too. I mean, I never took stuff. I mean, so these are just for church. There's no sense in doing it. But on the other hand, do we need 25?
I'm 63. Yes, I am.
Also, this is a chance for we get to bring that.
Unfortunately, they both died in like 6 months apart. But other than that, it's all good.
How are you, Teresa?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good.
When is your lovely, did they look in and
Yes.
I put the in brown box.
Okay, good. You know what, I ate forever on my way here. I figure I'm walking, I can eat them.
That's right.
Like, I had to say, they are really nice at that donut store.
Did you go to Donut Star?
Yes, right down here.
I take my grandchildren there.
Yeah, what is your favorite thing you get there?
Well, we only, I always do the same thing. Jake gets old fashioned donut. Evan gets a chocolate donut with sprinkles. And then they get 6 donut holes.
If they're like, the donut holes, $2
There's Mrs. Smith right there. Oh, Mrs. Smith.
You.
I'm talking to Mrs. Spoulos and Mr. Marcano and Mr. Thompson.
You can for
Yeah, well,
this is it, huh?
No, I've got nothing yet. I've got, we haven't started yet. We haven't even started yet.
Oh, yeah, she has kitchen ideas.
Well, I'm doing ceramics. I made my first water picture. Pretty jazzed about that.
Oh, good. Oh, wow.
Oh, there's a camera right here.
So, how do you feel with that? How do you feel?
Well, you guys did a great job on the Zoom. Now, when other people come in, are they going to get?
Why?
Are those going to get smaller?
Yeah. Okay.
So they'll have to pay attention.
You what?
Well, they have the ability to
Make
make
it
one of
switch.
them.
Are you really making this up?
Well, that's what I want to see if this is. I just hold it because this is a. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, it's not turned on, that's why.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do that.
No, I mean, I wasn't turned on at this end, I had it muted.
Okay.
Is the light green?
The light is green.
And you should.
So if I talk, how are you going to tell whether or not it works? Oh, we probably have to have somebody sign on.
No, we're signed on. And we're not muted.
But maybe this thing is muted.
Well, if it's
If it's green, it's not muted. I guess it's either on or mute. I guess with that.
We're muted.
Okay. We have to turn off. Oh, look. Mute.
Yeah, but this is, we're getting it from this one, this system. So this one is muted and that one is muted, so we don't get
Feedback.
But I don't know why. I know, we see it, I see
And the bald
my
spot too,
my
yeah.
back of the head. Yeah, everything. You sure? Okay. National sound is off.
Well, so if this is the microphone, do we have to do something to that laptop?
Well, that laptop is muted.
So so which one, where is this device located?
That is this
Right
device
here.
here.
Okay.
So that should.
If for some reason it's not working. So, yeah, I'm not gonna stand around and guess, make you explain everything to me. But what does that button do? That button turns it on?
No,
Says starts to receive?
no, set
One.
Hi, Joanna.
They're both set, they're both turned on. Oh,
Test, 1, 2, 3, test. Hey, Therese. Excellent. Feel free to jump in on any of the conversations where we get a little off.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I was trying to see if we would get these to work.
That's a good idea.
Have it set, we're not human, so it should work.
Right. The only thing is, you can only do one at a time.
So tell me this.
So if he's talking in his group and then I start talking in my
I
group.
realize that, but if you have two people side by side. and
Yeah.
Actually, I had one of them
Yeah.
turned off.
Okay,
So see.
because the way Zoom is, it just gets distorted. Two people
Exactly.
at the same
Okay,
time.
test 1, 2, 3. Maybe the volume here is not turned up. You know, I'm looking at this.
Did you, do you need to turn this on, I think?
It is on.
This on?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Robin?
I don't get what it is. Yeah, this is
But
on.
I've decided
And
to
when
stop
it-
dyeing my hair.
Yeah, everything is on.
Yeah, don't you think? It's a
And
little
when
too
it turned
white.
on, I heard the things come up.
The plop sound, but it's not working, huh?
Fake, yeah. It blends in. Check it out.
Let me get my-
I think these are easier to read.
Where do you want me? Here? There?
No, we're gonna do the talking in the other room, right? This room is for the exercises.
Okay. Oh, I see you have two Zooming.
Oh, we got 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So we
All
got
right,
3.
well, we'll check.
We have magic markers. Regular pencils, colored markers.
Thank you.
I'm over functioning.
That's all right, just bunching away, my hands are firing inside the sanitary napkin.
So are you asking somebody?
Yeah.
Well, name tag.
Can you hear this?
But Donna doesn't know you.
Who are you?
Huh?
Well, I have a laptop over there.
I'm Donna Watson.
I'm Karen, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So there we
All
go.
right, and I can do it for my people that are coming.
Okay.
We may have one more.
Debbie, you want a name tag?
You can't do it.
No.
Give you one, Karen.
No, I don't put this
I'm
up.
Want me to share it?
I'm good.
Oh, your little one? Nobody can see that.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mom, we went home after a spot for you.
Hello, can you hear me? I'm talking, can you hear me?
We literally put a cone in a spot.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
I can give you transportation to where your car.
Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Right now.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me? No? I've been talking all through, and you couldn't hear anything?
I am fine. What's that?
Feedback.
The front,
I don't know, Rich would know. Oh, I'll ask him. You're right, they're down there all the time.
I don't even know they have a place to sleep.
Oh.
I don't know if they.
Shut the
lights off on the other laptop, I think that's what you're getting your.
Yeah, but we're trying to figure out why these wireless are not working.
Well, we can reset the wireless.
No. The wireless microphones.
Oh. Bang them. Bang it, a good one.
Yeah. Should be working, why is it not?
Yeah.
Hi, Jill.
Maybe turn it off and back on.
She
didn't take the spot.
So did you take the cone
She
down?
parked them away, yeah, I just took them away.
Okay.
Except for I tried to put it on top, so it was like sticking me out.
You need like
usual?
Like usual?
I'm getting close to the area though, it's gonna take time to like fit it in the right spot. I'm usually on the run. Yours is in there.
I know, I was waiting on my front door. In fact, I was with.
I think the system is starting to know when you and I come.
I'm sorry?
The system is starting to know when you and I come and it starts to act up, right?
Well, and maybe because we're doing, but we're not doing anything different.
No, we're not. That makes no sense whatsoever. Because if it were Sunday morning, then it wouldn't work either.
The day that James left, all her stuff. That they just put in, they were supposed to, they want to keep the boxes so they could.
We
Now,
start,
this one is blinking. That means its battery is low.
And then they did set up the bed.
Where is it?
The green light was flashing. Let's see.
okay,
You have to put one side of the bed.
you go listen, I guess, right?
I don't have anything else to listen to.
No, I mean,
If you speak there, it should be going into our speaker system.
Okay. No, it's not working.
Maybe it only works on the Zoom.
Oh, that's right. That's why am I even? This only works on Zoom.
Okay.
But then you should be able to hear it there. That's the
Well,
important.
when I turn my unmuted, that's when we were getting all that feedback, but that's because a bunch of people were talking.
Yes. So the only purpose of this is so that the people who are on Zoom can hear.
Did they put the little spongy thing in? Is that what they do? Okay, so you said not.
So again, this is only going to work if the whole bunch of people, this is going to be really hard. Because as people are standing in groups, they're going to be chattering. And this is not going to help them. I mean, you could try it. And if the people on Zoom complain, then we just have to turn it off. I think that's the only thing we can do.
Yeah, that's, I'm not even, I'm off about that much.
So it's almost like someone has to be at the lectern.
Yeah, because the problem with this is if you are in a group situation, it will always distort if somebody else, if more than one person is talking. And so even if we can try it and see how effective it is, but I don't know how these things are set up, but I have a feeling that people are discussing amongst each other, no, do this, do that.
I'm thinking more when we have
The presentation, right.
They may have to do it from the lectern.
Well, they can do it from this.
They can?
They
But
can.
that is everybody else's fine.
Yeah, but it's the same with that. I don't think it makes that much difference whether it is this thing or whether it is at the lectern.
He said the black one on the podium.
You texting with Brian? God bless you. I think I'm in.
Do everything normal, blah, 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 blah.
I think I'm in the.
Look at manual.
I think I am in the doghouse. I don't know why, but for some reason, you know, we had a communications meeting on Wednesday. And he didn't call me and say that half of what was on the agenda. And I have no idea why he didn't come, which is okay, but it's not like it's the first time that happened.
Karen, how's everything going?
Richard, can you hear us? Okay. Why don't you unmute so we can see if we can hear you?
That would help.
So we hear each other. Okay,
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you feeling?
You want the blind answer or the honest answer?
Are you going to live?
I'll live. I may not make the next 2 hours.
Oh.
It's just a really gravelly cough and a bit of difficulty breathing.
Do you need anything? I can run some stuff over. Ginger ale, orange juice.
I think we're good. Antonio's good enough now to. He's better than he was.
You can always get Amazon delivery too. So.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
You don't have any magic potion from Illumina?
Right. Instant cure.
No.
Father Richard, can you hear this microphone? Yes, no?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
Okay, that's because I'm sitting behind the screen, but we're trying to see if we can use these remote,
I think we can.
yeah, we can use them. Okay.
But this one is
I'm fine.
Certain chairs and then I get.
How nice.
That's fine. As long as Debbie gave us a little flexibility. So this one, let's just do one hand off.
This is number one.
Yeah. So that one.
We'll put this one on the side, just.
Yeah. Okay.
I hear feedback again. I can mute it.
Well,
I know, I parked up the street.
okay, so we need to have whoever speaking right there.
Right.
Right.
So that's what really turned out.
Today.
And that way you can,
Oh, okay, good.
which is horrible. But I'm okay for height. I don't feel for height.
Right, okay,
Before I was
good.
dying,
So,
somebody else could build a car here. I had a no kid. Warms and teaches. I don't know how it works.
I was just gonna run this up back here.
Obviously, they didn't want to be there.
Reverend Karen Ward Howard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's, I think she's been there for a while.
That's nice. Robin?
Oh, he went home. He went home, he said he'd be back later.
Oh, Robert's outside.
No, Robin.
Oh, Robert.
Robin. Thank you. Please look up for it. That's a lot of time.
Compliances oftentimes require a more sophisticated level of knowledge of yeah, I was. We need to get our show done. And what you think you're going to do? This is where the aristocrats are happening. We have another long second show.
You have another what?
Long second show. Okay.
Oh, yes.
The aristocrats. Well, that is interesting.
It makes her pain for buying shoes.
I like how she gives her
Somebody told me that when I
Well, mine is, right, you have to realize I have super narrow now because of that. I have been going to the
remember when shoes were being pointed.
that would work well with my toe.
Save that problem, but every once in a while you have to dress up. That's what
That's why I like
you wear
that's
slingbacks.
exactly, that's why I like her.
I can go up. Oh, yes.
I do too.
Yes.
You're right over here.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, well, we got him now, but I'll remember that.
Oh, then you know it's
So I know, yeah. His brother went to Pomona. And uncle lived, where's the racetrack?
yes, Santa Anita.
We got an uncle who lives up there, and an uncle who lives over here, and then. Edward, my husband went to UTSD. Oh, I was the first interim freshman class. So he went back to.
I think we want to start so we don't go after 2.
Yeah. His brother, his brother was oh, he was oh my God.
Where's your
His mother was sick.
Where are they living?
Edward's 19 years older than Charlie. Wow. So he's on the Navy for whatever number of years you needed to go in the Navy. Yeah, so he could once a month.
We are meeting over here, so, yeah, because
He went to Pomona.
that's
what he'll be doing. Work over here. So, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so when would Edward have been? Charlie was 47.
I think we're gonna have to start.
Excuse me, you all, can hi, I'm Donna, and I'm from another world. But, well, the people who
are in the know of St. Mark's, like you people, we're gonna start over there. Okay, rather than here.
Okay.
Don't ask me why, I just have that.
You just want to,
I'm just gonna do what I'm
Came
told
from a
this
higher
once.
pay.
Let's do what we're yes, I have no pay Yeah, so Charlie's brothers were 1917, 15, and 14. Wow. I mean, so my mother had 4 boys and 3. Yeah, what are you going to 5 and under? Well, you're gonna have to help me with all that. But yes, I have.
Anywhere. I'm encouraging us to start because we're not gonna stay late.
And everybody's Mother's Day.
Oh, and I even have a pocket.
Yeah.
See, I knew
And
I'd
then we'll
change.
pass it on to the next Thursday.
Okay.
And see, we'll see how.
Okay.
We're all oriented towards Sunday service before 2 meetings. So
Yeah,
we
and
do meetings, but then we set a table right there, and today that's just what we're gonna have.
I know. So, and why, I don't know. Yep. And Father Richard is, yes, he's on Zoom.
Gotta see what Rich screwed around with this time.
I don't think he did.
Well, he says that this is the only mic that's working.
No, you know what here's what I have cast my eyes on you. Hold on, it's not really.
Well, I'm from St. Mark's, and I'm on the app committee. Was the map, and then they changed bishops, and now it's the app.
That makes sense.
Well, I'm just double checking it, because it may not have been him. It also could have been
Right,
Rick.
so, for things like Good Friday, I mean, so.
Right now it's
I always
using
went to Ash
the
Wednesday and Good
Logitech
Friday at St. Mark's.
Good, good.
as a microphone.
Okay, you want to get a name tag going? I'm the new kid, so I'm going to need a name tag.
I wish I knew I was at the meeting. It was being so critical. Okay, so let me just double check the Zoom settings here. Same as this one. Okay, so you're saying that this microphone here is not going out to Zoom?
no, it is.
Okay.
We were only using the remotes, and I didn't realize that they don't work
Yeah,
inside.
the only thing that amplifies is the orange one. The orange one amplifies whoever is standing there. Otherwise, this is Zoom, the black one's Zoom, and this is Zoom. So everything is Zoom except the orange one. The orange one is the only one that amplifies. So that line goes to stereo.
So I misunderstood. I thought that the mic would also work in here, which,
No, people just need to speak up in here. Or if you want them, they get to stand at this orange one.
Yeah, but that.
Testing 1, 2, 3. So someone would have to stand here every
the
single
mystery
time.
was the mic didn't do anything in here, but that makes.
No, the wireless just goes straight out to Zoom. This goes to Zoom, that goes to Zoom. And if it's easy, well, you're kind of late now, but if your tables were closer, you could use that black one and put it in the middle. Yeah, and that too, so.
So the person walking around.
And what's going on with that view?
Oh, probably for dismissal.
Last Sunday.
That's a very popular place.
But you're using this camera anyway, so it doesn't matter, so, okay. All right,
Yeah, so we're okay.
okay.
And if we do.
I thought maybe an update happened, and it changed Windows. Maybe which microphone is being used, I didn't know.
It's my
It
fault.
was, I realized what he was asking.
As long as it works on Zoom, that's fine. And if we go back.
And I did try to put it in the guide, that what each mic does.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
And I have a little light out, so.
Hello.
First time we.
Hey, this one works.
All right, well.
How are you, everyone? Thank you for coming. I think we're getting ready to start. We're going to ask Father Richard to pray us in, and then we'll go from there. Father Richard?
But you have to unmute.
Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I can't be with you this morning, but thank you for being there. Let's start off with prayer. Lord of the morning, you've given us so many gifts. You've blessed us with so many abundances. As we come together today to think about the future, how to use those gifts, fill our minds with imagination, fill our hearts for the passion of the gospel of love that we have to share with each other and with those around us. Guide us in all that we do. Help us to walk in your way. And may you be present in every idea, every possibility. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Okay, so I'm just going to talk loudly. If it doesn't work on Zoom,
It won't work on Zoom.
it won't work on Zoom. Okay, I'll use the microphone.
She has them here, let me give you one.
Okay, well, thank you everyone for coming. This is a design charrette. The concept may be unfamiliar to some of you. And what we're trying to accomplish is just to get everybody together and to dream big dreams and see what we can come up with as.
So now you can walk around.
Now I can walk around? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Doesn't really work.
Well, no, it works for Zoom.
Wait.
Oh,
Try it again.
okay. So people on Zoom, you can hear me, right? Okay, good. So I'll talk my normal loud voice. We're gonna try to describe what our needs are, what our priorities are, how we got here, and then we're going to ask you all to help us solve those, meet the priorities, solve the issues through design, okay? Through the design of the space that we inhabit. So we're gonna start. I have an agenda and it's being passed out. We're gonna start with Donna, who has volunteered to join us from St. Bart's, and she's going to talk about our mission and have us engage in a conversation about that. Yeah, you have two. That's good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know it's Saturday and it's basically work. But I do know.
Donna, you need the mic, because they can't hear you. She's got one. Oh, she got, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see it.
Or you just turned on. Green light?
I have no idea.
Why, is it not working?
No, I think it has to be turned up. It won't work.
Now it is. All right, Zoomy people, can you hear me? I'm a former teacher. I can clear a playground. So I'm sorry if I yell at you. My job on our agenda today is mission. And if anybody knows about St. Mark's, that's all it's about. I mean, that is, might as well be St. Mark's City Heights mission. Because you all do the work that the rest of the diocese wish they could do, or had people who wanted to do it. So we are just, it's my privilege to be on the app committee and be with you all. Been here 3 years, and who knows how much longer we'll be together, but I'm certainly keeping my eye on your information on my email. So it's wonderful to be a part of you. Welcome for coming and making your time here with us. Just quickly, I'm going to go through the history that St. Mark's knows about, but probably the rest of us don't. And just quickly, I say that, it started out after the former rector left. The church was in a spot that they asked the diocese to please designate them as a map. And a map was designated during Bishop Mathis's time, and it meant that we were in regions, and the person that was in this region would be the person who was sort of in charge of the area and those parishes that needed some help. Well, the bishop changed, and now we have Bishop Susan, and it has become ACT. And today, after 3 years, I found out what ACT represents. Do this. ACT actually is action. It's a 3-year action plan process. Because with MAP, no one knew when the process was over. That's scary. But with ACT, what they're doing is, what we started out with was there were 3 parishes in our diocese. Christ Church Coronado, St. James La Jolla, and St. Bartholomew's Poway that supported St. Mark's at the beginning with substantial volunteer and financial assistance. Then St. Mark's requested that they become part of that and asked to find out about the canons, what it would take to be a parish, a viable parish that was self-sustaining. And in September of 2019, began the process, and that was just a culling of all the information, the history, what had taken place in St. Mark's over those many years. And it was sort of our baseline. Then we had Alan Dorsey come, and he did about a 9-month process where he took us through the Healthy Church profile, and we did a workshop in November 2019, and then there were goals that we had that we went ahead and broke into small groups, as all churches do, because they get more work done in small groups. And then we adopted a plan in March and April of that year. And the 3-year plan, that the purpose for this workshop is to reap the benefits of the strategic plan that you all worked on all these years, and the finances that many of you were able to secure. And it's been a process. So the good news is that we are now ready to move from being, we don't have enough, to wow, we've got lots. And aren't you blessed and thankful? I am. But it's your job now to figure out how you're going to use the funding that's come your way. And the priorities over the years, these 3 years haven't really changed that much. It's kind of interesting. When it first started out, there were 5 things that were your priorities: worship, service, discipleship, evangelism, and stewardship. Ranking that way, which is interesting. Your mission statement started out this way: an inclusive community of disciples, sharing the kingdom of God through active worship and action in our local communities. Well, it morphed into this, which is your real mission statement. We are God's hands working for social justice. We worship God in a modern style that is rooted in transition. And even shortened down further is the slogan I hear a lot about St. Mark's. We are the little church they could. And so, anyway, many of you that are here, as we go through, you're going to have to share the history with us and with the people from other churches so that we're sort of all on the same page. But the good news is we have a purpose today, and that is the priorities that have come out with the monies that have come your way and your wonderful work that you've been doing. Today we have to figure out how to use the space called the kitchen and make it into something that's even better, bigger and better than it is now, serving 300 people every week. Or 300 families, people. Yes, no, okay.
But we don't use the kitchen.
No, but you feed.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have children coming in, wonderful, they're the future, and you need a place to worship with the children, whatever their ages are. And the last are really the most important. Nothing can be done without the roof, air conditioning, and heating taken care of. So that was taken care of. Now we have worship space for the youth or kids. We have the kitchen, more functional. And the other thing is that we would like that you all, I say we because I feel part of you all would like to offer showers of some sort to the people that need it. So those three things is what we're going to work on, but before we do that, this was supposed to be interactive. Well, I did all the talking. Now, take it away, Howard.
Nobody wants to listen to me more.
I've heard that. And they feel that way about St. Bart's on me.
You smart, Howard, so just to let you know, there is coffee in the other room. There are breakfast snacks if you'd like.
And just so we know, for those that have not spent a lot of time here, behind this wall are a couple of restrooms. So feel free to take advantage of those as needed. When we started this, how we ended up with this money is that we had to repair our roof. But not only did we not have the money to repair our roof was already past the point of being repaired. And our air conditioning was past the point of being repaired, and they both needed to be replaced. And we found out that that was going to cost roughly about $120,000. And of course, we didn't have $120,000. And but we thought we could raise some money. We thought we could raise about $50,000. And that was a far cry from what it was going to take. But as we went through this process, and Father Martin McCombs Sweet did some work with us, a lot of work with us, and some visioning, and we decided that not only could we probably raise the money for the roof and the air conditioning, but we had other needs that we wanted to address. We wanted a child-friendly room so that people could see their children in Sunday school. We had a kitchen that is one step above a hot plate that doesn't work. And then we wanted to provide showers for our homeless friends. And in an effort to get out of, to become a parish in good standing, we also need to have some reserves. And so we set a lofty goal of $250,000, and we not only raised that money, but we raised some more in addition to that. And we did that due to the benefits of our partnering congregations due to people in those congregations that gave generously to help us. The diocese gave more money to help us. And the people of St. Mark's made a Herculean effort to achieve this goal. So I certainly never thought we'd be able to raise that kind of money, but we did. And so we've scheduled the roof, and the next time you all come, we'll probably even have air conditioning. And then, but we still have some more money. And so now our chance is to say, how do we want to use that money? Where do we want to best use that so that we can improve our premises, improve our mission, and do God's work? And so it's a lot more fun to dream when you have some money, or at least pledges for money, than it is to say, well, we can dream all you want to, but how are we going to pay for it? So that's our work for today. Okay? Thank you.
Well, the good news is we're not taking 15 minutes each of it.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, I was thinking I'll have to get a shout. So if you look at the agenda, we're supposed to be taking like 15 minutes each, and we don't need that, so that's good, right? We're not going to be here all day. But the 5 priorities, so a task, I don't know if it's task number 1 or not, but a task that this group should help us with is to put those priorities in order of preference. Do we want to do the showers first? Do we want to do the children's room first? Do we want to do a kitchen first? Do we want to do establish a reserve first? We know, and this is all talking about after we do the HVAC system. Those have already been contracted. Work will begin in the summertime. So that's task number 1. And then the second task is, how do we want to change the children's room? What changes would benefit the kids and benefit the parishioners, our friends here? Similar question for the other uses. How do we want to improve the kitchen? Do we want to grow it into something more than just something that serves St. Mark's? Do we want to grow it into something that serves the community in some way, like a commercial kitchen? Or like monasteries have kitchens in which they bake bread and sell the bread for income? So all kinds of ideas. How big do we want it to be? And then the showers, the children's. What did I do? I did the children's room. I did the kitchen. Now the showers. What if we're going to build showers on site? Where in the facility should it be? And what kind of shower? Interior to the building, bathroom, or kind of on the edge of the building, and more as something you can see in the park. Those are the at least 2 issues. There's probably more issues. So let's at this point. So on the agenda, I say also designated use or multi-use. So that's an opportunity that you should consider when you're doing the group work. Is it, can we build a structure or a space that has more than one use? Or do we really want just a children's room that's only a children's room? So that's one particular. But let's do a site tour and what are the current uses? Go ahead, Greg.
I didn't hear the finances. I don't know if that is something we want to consider. Are we financially constrained? Because one option might be within what we can afford. One option may be deferred because we want to do it, but we want to wait till we get the money. So, how does that play into
So at this stage, we made a conscious decision to dream big dreams without any constraints. At the second stage, or the third stage, after we prioritize it, after we figure out what we want to do first, then we'll ask ourselves the question, how are we going to pay for that? And similar to our experience with the air conditioning and roof, we needed 120, 140, and we raised 270. So I'm not saying that there's an endless flow of money out there, but if we have a good enough goal, an inspiring enough goal, we might be able to find more resources. All of us are old enough, most of us are old enough to remember John Kennedy, who said, let's go to the moon in 10 years. And the experts said, no way, Jose, it can't be done. And we did it as a nation. So dreaming big dreams, having big, fabulous goals is not an impediment. I think it's the way for us to go at this point. So, site tour and current usage. This will be interactive because most of you people know the facility. So, where's the narthex? Yeah, there, right? It's in the corner. That's the main ceremonial entrance to this room, which we call
Sanctuary.
the sanctuary.
Worship area.
Okay. What did you say?
Worship area.
The worship area, the sanctuary. But let's use the words narthex and sanctuary when we do our work and our design. I don't know what you want to call this area.
bathroom?
The bathroom's the necessary room, right? The necessary, the required rooms. What's that? What do we want to call that area behind the post and the wall?
The closet.
Let's call it the closet, an ironic kind of reference, right?
Sacristy.
Oh, she's trying to beat me to the punch. The sacristy.
Sacristy.
Sacristy. No idea. The sacristy. That's where Father Richard currently, that's where his vestments are stored and the preparation for the Mass happens. What are we going to call the room with the oven and the sink?
Kitchen?
That's the kitchen. Okay? The current location of the kitchen. The room right behind Richard? Rich?
That would be the pantry.
Pantry, well, that's interesting. It wasn't designed as a pantry, was it?
It was,
What's the nursery?
A nursery, children's room. Let's use the phrase children's room. But we're not using it as a children's room.
because we need it as a family.
Okay. The room in between the children's room and the rest of the facility.
Entrance hall? A common room as well.
The multi-purpose space.
Originally, when it, let's walk all over there.
What's this called?
Well, there you go. That's
This is so wasted space.
Et let's leave this room for right now. Okay, we're rocking this.
Sorry, I think you probably.
I know it already.
You still here?
You know what's here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty fun to down, I think.
Okay, so there's the kitchen. This is children, existing children. Let's call this office number 1. Raise your hand, Amy.
What's your duties here?
Outreach mainly, so, I run the volunteers and do some code and recovery. The sex code and recovery, not everything, so pretty much we all keep having in here. And the road is when it gets delivered, we'll put on this over. And then we can,
That's your office.
and all sorts of things.
That's for good on office number 1, that's Amy's office. The rest is the third restroom. This used to be the very hall. Community. Where after.
Robert?
You tuned up with somebody, I'm sorry.
We're out of range. So,
Okay, so back there is a storage. And I don't think it's necessary. Okay? All right, so that's all our spaces. So let's go and do an individual exercise. Take about 5 minutes. We'll pass out big pieces of paper. Grab the pen of your choice and draw the building as you know it today. Okay? And we'll just kind of label the uses. And it's going to, it's also, the purpose of this is to think about how much detail you want to provide and how much clarity you want to provide. And I'm going to try to convince you, don't get too wrapped up in being neat.
There was some in the bathroom too.
Maybe you're
I
mean.
remember coming up the drain.
I'm going to pass it out.
I wonder if Julie's ladies are.
Yeah, I'm broken.
Yeah, that's right. What?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she started.
pens, pencils, markers, whatever your weapon of choice is, are on the table. Newsprint, image themselves, not expensive paper, so don't be all worried about it. If you want another piece, just yell and I'll
One per table or one per
individual. Let everybody do their own. I want you to practice drawing. I want you to think presentation.
Robert? Yeah. Another copy?
Okay.
We can put it up and then I'll all just go to the top. We can do it however. I mean, we're not gonna sit here and try to make a profit and a non-profit by right. Yeah. They get so fast all the time.
Yeah.
We wanna, we like contract is $1 a day. But now it's not great. Yeah. But I don't want to see what's still roll around and all this and what they're talking about. You can get mine on internet.
They out of the church and trying to figure out where all everything is going.
Okay, so look at this, like, 6 or 7 years ago, well, the nurses would come up from National City University and either do electric showers, or sometimes they brought food bags, so we had different things with them there. Well, they take stuff from the pantry that we like, and then try to make some kind of healthy and serve them. Oh, well, that's,
I'm
just not like, so it is that way.
I'm just worried that, you know, like, I don't know.
This is just one example, so I was looking into like making canvas candy and that. And that's what brought a lot of people.
Well, I know. That's what I would say. For what, that's why I asked what I'm doing the same thing. I'm not talking about what I'm saying. I'm just hearing about. So I know, I'm trying to think about. That's why I
So we're gonna have, remember,
The stairs to the apartment.
Oh,
So it's not really part of the.
well, the gal who was in here the other day was talking about taking the whole area and stuff. And then they don't take into consideration, we don't have that space. Doesn't matter.
I mean, and St. Peter's, but he has.
St. Phillips and all
He
these
has
people have extra space.
I
I haven't been inside, but I'm just talking about, I'd love to have that space. And where they, you gonna park right there. And then they don't understand too, you know, about 6 or 8 hours a week.
Hi, Julie, can you hear us? Yeah, okay, good. Good, okay. Hasn't been 5 minutes? Because I gave him 5 minutes to do it. What time is it?
Yeah, you just thought we didn't get
Well, it's an interior hallway. Yeah, but the entrance is right here. Well, it's your. Okay. Has it been 5 minutes? Yeah, I know. That's good. Nobody drew over here. That's okay. So you guys are working. Has it been 5 minutes? Probably, yeah. Okay. The idea was just to get some juices flowing. It wasn't really intended to have something that's complete. Okay, good. All right. Okay. So, all right, let's get together here. Ready? Stop talking. Stop drawing.
Let's talk one at a time so we can hear you.
Yeah, okay, ready? So this is what I came up with. And it's messy, right?
Right.
Right. It's really messy. But it's a way for me to figure out where everything is, and I labeled it. From a planner's point of view, what's missing here? And people were, it's the first thing you should do. Orient your paper to reality, right? Which way is north on this piece of paper?
Your hand to top.
Which way is north in reality?
Where your hand is.
In reality, which way is north? Okay, good. So north is this way. Okay, good. So nobody did that, right? Well, did it upside down. And I was confused because I kept asking which way is north, and I thought north was that way, but oops, okay. Yeah, that's west. Yeah. So that's one thing we should do is orient our paper to reality. The other thing is to, kind of relax. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just talking ideas here, but drawing it down like this might help make the ideas a little more concrete and a little less abstract. Okay, in terms of design, what are the things that we should be talking about? Name something that's important. No, it's really basic. When you buy a new house. Go ahead.
Well, I'd be concerned where the walls that are the sustainable.
Okay.
That's a hard part of it.
Because that can be practiced.
Well, again, let's dream big dreams and not worry too much about those kinds of details.
After all that money on the roof and the air conditioning, you gotta know where it is.
No, I agree that the short answer is this is a commercial building, and I would say 99% of the walls you see here today are not structural.
Yes, the wall behind you
This
is
is-
structural,
oh.
and this one over here, these are structural.
Okay, well, there you go. Rich knows.
The one between the bathroom and that is a
This wall.
structural.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So, but I'm thinking, Joe, what's the one thing you don't like about this room? The floor.